onto your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? So recently, you guys, the Baddies ATL star and Bad Girls Club star has won a reality show and they really got to the bag. It got $200,000. Okay, so first we're going to get into episodes 7 through 10, 7 through the finale, because y'all know I haven't been doing a recap for it. So first, we pick off where we left off, y'all. Amarosa was trying to get Tanisha off of the show. Now, this was ridiculous. Amarosa claimed that Tanisha, you guys, hit her. So she goes in the closet. She starts calling production. She starts calling her family. She was like, oh, Tanisha put her hands on me. I don't think it was right what Tanisha did. Okay? I feel at harm. I feel at risk that she's going to physically attack me. I'm like, Amarosa, you and this white woman fragility behavior, sit down, okay? I feel like Amarosa was just really mad that Tanisha didn't go home. I think she wanted Tanisha to go home and was pissed that she didn't. So she was trying to get her DQ. She was trying to get the girl disqualified, which to me was crazy. The editors clearly do not mess with Amarosa because they played the footage back and it made Amarosa look crazy, okay? She says that basically Tanisha brought like a gospel group to basically kind of poke fun at the house, and Tanisha had a tambourine. Yeah, a tambourine. And she was hitting the tambourine. Okay, she like, and then she hit Amarosa. She barely hit her, and it didn't look like she really did it on purpose. Amarosa, you would have thought got knocked out, but she was just saying that so Tanisha could get disqualified. They played the footage back. It didn't really look like nothing. She says, Amarosa says other cast members said the same thing. They said they couldn't even find footage of any other cast member saying that. And she even put it on Bobby, okay, and said that Bobby lied, said that he even saw it too. They show Bobby asking about the situation. He never said that. So Amarosa, you really was trying to get this girl eliminated over a lie. She really thinks this is Celebrity Apprentice. Girl, if you don't sit out, it's the producers was not fucking with her. So it's to the point where she wants Tanisha to not be near her. She wants Tanisha to keep 50 feet. Okay, keep 50 feet, B. Okay, so because of that, the production was like, okay, bet, like you don't have to stand near her, but like you need to relax. All right, so we get to the challenge, and Johnny Fairplay ends up winning the challenge, right? So we would have thought he was going to be the supervillain, but no. They end up telling him that he has to pick a supervillain. This nigga starts to ball. I ain't gonna lie, although he seemed dramatic, I would have reacted the same way. I'm sorry. That's like saying somebody won a game show and then being like, oh, never mind, this person actually won. Nah, Bookie, but you gonna give me the money because you said I won. No takesy backsies. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I feel like that twist was kind of effed up, and I get how he felt. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I'm that dramatic. I would have started crying too, especially if you're that close to the end and then they do some BS like that. I'm gonna be pissed. So he ends up picking Bobby. Now, when he started crying, Banana called him Mr. Ratburn. Not gonna lie, although Bananas, you are crazy though. Not Bananas, Fair Play. Johnny Fairplay is a little crazy in the brain because like he be doing a little bit too much, especially at the finale. So he ends up picking Bobby, but I knew Bobby was gonna do this. I don't know why he ended up picking Bobby. So the reason why he picked Bobby is because Bobby would have nominated the people for elimination that he would have picked. So he trusted Bobby, and Bobby was just like, oh, no, I'm gonna pick whoever you want, okay? You don't want Bananas up? I'm not gonna put Bananas up. You good? Okay, cool. I'm gonna do what you want. Lies. I knew he was gonna do that because Bobby gave like a smirk to the camera when he said, I promise. I said, this nigga Bobby is funny. This nigga is good TV. I said, this nigga is going to switch up who he wants up on the block. Like, why? I would have peeped that right away. I'm good at body language. That nigga did a very quick smirk, but then he switched it off really quick. I said, nigga, please. But Fairplay don't know him like that. So I would have peeped that, but he didn't peep that, so he ended up putting giving Bobby the right to nominate people. Since Johnny didn't win supervillain, he gave Bobby the right to nominate other people for the supervillain. So the people he picked, he ended up putting up Johnny, and he ended up putting Shake, and he did the dumbest thing. He ended up putting himself up. Now that to me wasn't smart. I'm sorry. I don't know why he decided to do that. Bobby, did you have to film Love and Hip Hop like the part 2 of the season or something? Because why would you put yourself up to be eliminated? I gagged. I know you lying. You want to know why I think he had to go and film another reality show? He had to go film Love and Hip Hop because he didn't show up to the finale. So I think he did that on purpose. So that way they could get rid of him. No shade. I laughed so hard. I'm like, yeah, they're going to get rid of you. Reality show number 101, you put yourself up for elimination, you going home. Because people don't take that for fun. They take that as you quitting. So the moment he put himself up, I knew he was going to go home automatically. And that's what ended up happening. Okay? Bobby ended up going home. Regardless or not, though, if I was up in that house, I would have tried to get Bananas out. Bananas to me is somebody that you always want to get out first because he's very strategic. He's very good at manipulating people, but he doesn't have a good social game. That's the problem. So I would have ended up getting him out. Although he has a good social game on the challenge on this show, not too much. A little bit, but I feel like he could have maneuvered some things differently. Okay? Now, we get to the next episode where Bananas ends up winning supervillain. So he ended up putting Amarosa on the list, and he puts up Johnny Fairplay, the other Johnny. This nigga starts to bawl. I'm talking about crying. He said that every time he gets close to winning, he never wins. If you guys don't know, the Fairplay guy on Survivor, he has never won. Every time he gets close, like second place, he never ends up taking home the grand prize, which, like, listen, I get it. Like, that's the story of my life. So it's like, I know how he feels, but the nigga crazy. Okay. So Amarosa ends up injuring her wrist like an old white woman. So she ends up claiming this wrist injury is harder than she could bear and all of these things. So they get to the elimination, and Amarosa gets eliminated. But with this show, when you get eliminated, you got to get your chair pushed back. Like, they literally got to flip you. So she didn't want to get her chair pushed back because she didn't want to die, she says. So she ended up just walking off of the set. It was so ridiculous. Production, the medic had to come out. They even gave the medic a confessional. That's how much Amarosa was costing a ruckus in that house. The medic had to do a confessional and say that it was up to Amarosa if she wanted to keep competing. It was up to Amarosa if she wanted to flip in that chair. If something would have happened, it would have been up to her. The whole production came out. They said, you don't have to flip in the chair. Like, you could just leave. So she was like, I don't want to die. I'm going to go. And she ends up leaving. I'm like, aw. Amarosa really is the definition of she is a super villain in real life. Fuck reality television. Like, that's a villain in real life. But she's good TV. So she ends up getting eliminated. So we have left Fairplay, Shake, Anfisa, Tanisha, and Bananas, right? And that's literally the final episode, and they bring back the rest of the cast members because the rest of the cast members are going to vote for who wins. Now, the only person that was missing was Bobby. This is what makes me think Bobby had to film the rest of the season of Hip Hop, and the two filming dates kind of collided. So I think he knew going into this he couldn't compete and win. Bobby slick like that. I'm telling you, I have a good feeling. I'm going to ask somebody too. I have a good feeling of why he left. It is because of that. Miss Mona called, okay? And said, hey, where you at? That's what happened. Trina said, Bobby, I need you to feel some scenes with me and enjoy. Where you at? Okay, you over there competing with the motherfucking white people. You ain't finna win. Look at you. And then, he ended up leaving. All right? So he's the only person missing that came back. and then they end up playing this game. And it was kind of like they did it. I see what y'all did there. Y'all ripped off of Big Brother, because Big Brother does this in the finale. They tell you certain quotes that people in the house says, and you have to guess who said it, right? So only one person can win out of. Two people are going to lose out of the two people left or whatever, right? So the two people that ended up losing was Anfisa and also not Anfisa, I'm sorry, but Fair Play and also Shake ended up. So Shake and Fair Play ends up going home, and Fair Play, you could just tell it was just like, fuck, I should have just never did this show to begin with, because it's like he didn't get to the very, very end to at least be a finalist, like a super finalist. You know what I'm saying? Because it really was 5 of them left. So I kind of felt bad for him. I'm not gonna lie to you, because he really is the definition of a villain, especially with the work that he put in being on Survivor. So it did kind of make me feel bad seeing that. I ain't gonna lie to you. But let's rewind. Before we could get to him being eliminated, so the challenge before that, they had a food competition. So they was biting off of every reality show. They bit off of also Fear Factor too. They started getting freaking deer testicles, some spicy ass food, and whoever basically downed it the quickest won. So who y'all think won? Of course, Bananas. This challenge was a little unfair to me because not a lot of them have done like nasty food eating competitions. If you watch the challenge, some of their challenges are that nasty food eating competitions. So I wasn't too surprised when Bananas ended up winning. It actually made complete 100% sense. So he ends up winning, of course, and he saved Tanisha, which I think was very nice of him to do because he really didn't have to do that, which literally cost him the coin. Okay. And out of the 3 people, of course, that were competing, that's when Anfisa ended up moving. So we get to the finale, right? Now, the finale, of course, the people that came back get to vote for who wins. I was so shocked that Tanisha won, but I was so happy that Tanisha won. Okay, 2 things could be true at once. To be honest, if we're gonna talk about who deserves it, it should have been Bananas. But who I think was meant, who the money was meant for, is Tanisha. Tanisha really has put in her time in when it comes to reality television. Had it not been for her, we wouldn't have had all them reunions. Although some people may have not liked her as, the best reunion host, she helped BGC keep going, and she helped Baddies start really with the whole Zeus network. So it's like to me, the money belonged to her. Now, what was the most shocking? 2 things. Amarosa ended up voting for Tanisha to win. And this is what makes me love Amarosa. I think she gave it to her like, hey, like, we may have gotten into it, but like, Johnny has had his W's before. I respect you as a Black woman. You got kids. You feel me? I got my own family. I know how it is. I'm finna give you some of this money. I don't really hate you like that. Okay? That made me fall in love with Amarosa. I like, thank you. Because it's like, that to me was like fair, if we want to keep it about. Because Tanisha played a greater social game than Johnny did. Johnny played more of a strategic game, but social-wise, I don't think he moved the best. So that's why, she to me ended up taking the W because she was more liked. Now, Fair Play. What the hell was wrong with you? This nigga started screaming and yelling, talking about Bananas needs to win. Man, he needs to win the money now. Dude, I'm like, is he gonna split the money with you? It's given he's gonna give you 100K out of it or something. Because he was going in. Like your life depended on him winning. I'm like, you fighting for him more than you fought for yourself in the house. But congratulations to Tanisha for really getting to the bag. See, Natalie, this is what getting to the bag means. Tanisha was in shock when she won. You can tell she's gonna use that money in the right way. I don't think she's gonna blow it off because she don't have her run-ins with reality TV show money before, and she probably knows how to manage it correctly. So shout out to her. No wonder Natalie was Natalie probably was looking at real bitter at that premiere knowing Tanisha won that money. Okay, she got to the bag without Zeus. So congratulations to Tanisha. Okay, this to me is her prize for BGC, her prize for being an OG grandmother of BGC. So shout out to her and congratulations to her. Okay, I really hope this series gets to season 2, but they need to cast more people, in my opinion, to make the show even better and make it more competitive. Instead of 10, I think they should aim for 12 next season and do more elimination episodes so it could be a little bit more cutthroat. People I'd love to see next season, of course, Nene, Jocelyn, Natalie. Natalie should have been on this season, but because I feel like casting Natalie and Tanisha on the same season would have been a key. And then Bobby in there too, girl. Oh, we really would have got some moments. Yeah, Natalie, Jocelyn, Kenya, Nene, of course. I already said that. Who else? I can't think of other people so far. Who else, y'all? Yeah, that's mostly top of my head what I could think of. Let me know who y'all want to see on season 2, and who do you guys think should have won this season? Are you guys surprised as I was as Amarosa giving her that W? Let me know what you guys think down below, and we're all babies.
No personal thing.